Let's see. Yes. I would like a reasonable section of the ocean. Hello everyone, Thranxian here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Pardon me, what we're going to have to do is actually to travel to an area that is nearby, but not explored. Much of the Thranxian Expanse was explored way back in the early 100s. Let's make sure we're recording. Okay. But as we bounce around now, some planets still show as undiscovered. Some show as discovered. Some have changed, some have not. And really what I find is I want a fresh palette. I don't want to go far, though. "500 light years away." We're still within visual frame of reference of the Thranxian Expanse. Here we have a completely unexplored system. I very much accept these terms. We're going to warp to this system. Now, once we're here, let's take a look and survey what sort of planets we have in this system. 4 planets, uncharted, first contact. That makes me feel good. This is more the way that I enjoy really playing. So we have a spined planet. I'm not particularly interested in a spined planet. They might have some neat creatures. We have a frostbound planet. Quite a few asteroids here. Let's pull out of this asteroid cloud. What have we here? The same one, frostbound. I see. Icy planets all the way around, except for... Hello. A lava planet. You don't say. I think that's where we'll start. Let's go ahead and call in the Relentless once we're in orbit. And let's pick a place to establish ourselves here. I think when it comes down to it, just a straight photograph. Just to make sure we get the glyphs in there. Okay, land masses appear much larger than previously thought. Let's head more over to this center area here of this continent. Away from the lakes. Okay. And this is absolutely one of these dual-layered atmospheres. A very, very big fan of these. Terrain seems relatively flat, but it's just our steep angle. If we punch in here, we're going to start to see some lava into the atmosphere. It's a pretty thick, choking atmosphere. It's definitely a lot of ash, sort of obscuring everything. This place is very intriguing. Some sort of high energy. It must be coming from the sun. Just really, really scorching this place. But I think something worth noting is this is rather our first time having run into a planet like this. I think we saw one way back when on a stream, but not not where it was going to be in a series. So let's... I'm not seeing any volcanoes. So it's like it's volcanic, but the volcanoes are few and far between. I think we'll just land here. Sulfur fumes. Oh, yes. I can't help but notice... Oh, my goodness. If only. If only we could tame them. Speaking of, actually, hold on. Let's get Chili Chili here. Yeah, Chili Chili, come on. Not in native climate. That's okay. Go ahead and scout on ahead, Chili Chili. I don't think that's what I named you, but... There's a volcano. Bright yellow component. That's very unusual. Chili Chili, come here. Stop running around. I'd like to ride you, please. Do good carry. There you go. Good deal. Alright. I accept these terms. I don't know why this is more enjoyable than the exocraft, but it is. It very much is. I'm noticing we have dormant storm crystals on the surface. So obviously we're going to have some issues. You know what we need, honestly? Is the Relentless. And as much as I was just singing Chili Chili's praises, it's a little slow. Now, the big thing is we don't want to collide with the volcano. With our vehicle, as I understand, that does not work out well. This is a real thing, right here. Finally, we have one for the books. Let's go the vapor filter. I'm a bit of a fan. I do like this planet. We have yet to check its oceans. Any volcanic planet with oceans. It's really interesting. Yes, yes, and we have... Let's see, we have another friend as well. We have Dacia. I am chosen! Sure. You're chosen. You can just hang out. Just hang out and watch things. Are you in your native environment? Not a native climate. No, because they were not picked up from this planet. It seems like all flying creatures on land. Okay. Alright, I'm curious. Let's take a look at what the oceans look like. Fly right on over the volcano. Let's see. Yes. I would like a reasonable section of the ocean. If it has islands, then, you know, we might induce more volcano sightings, but yeah, look, we're going to have these little floating rock islands anyways. Kind of expected on a planet that's geologically active. Unless we know what these oceans are about here. Is that volcano not? They're trying to spawn. I would really like some underwater volcano action. These are some interesting islands. Let's settle on this. Let's actually just take a look, see what we have here. Sulfur fumes. Okay, so there is a volcano out here in the water. Oh, man. There totally is. Yep. So they are few and far between on this planet, verified over and over again. However, they do exist. So let us assess the oceans. We'll work our way over to the volcano for science. It seems pretty shallow. A lot of various corals and such. A few more flying and then some underwater. Okay. The ocean appears to be very mineral rich. The turbidity of the water is going to make exploration challenging. Our light barely pierces it. And once the sun sets, I imagine the ocean will become very, very, very dark indeed. Right, so this is where we want to be. I would love to see exactly the inner workings of how this volcano forms in conjunction with the ocean. And specifically what I'm looking for is how near the surface is the terrain that is formed. Did it need to form on an island? Does it rise right out of the ocean? It appears as if it rises right out of the ocean here. This is very specific. I believe the volcanoes just erupt on their own. And you cannot make them erupt. Look at this. It does just rise right out of the water. Alright, hold on. This is amazing. Like, this is really good. The volcano is so darn large, we can't even, oh, it's spewing stuff. Oh, yeah, there it goes. See? No, no, you can't. I don't think you can dig with these because I think the last time it dorked up the volcano. Maybe. Yeah. It's not technically terrain. It's like its own thing. Oh, the lava's actually flowing over here on this side. Ish. Oh, we're gonna get another one. It's gotta be like the site of some epic base or something. See, this is where you build a racetrack. But, again, I would want the racetrack to, like, drive around the volcano and then be like a tube and go down into the water. But we're not actually... that's not exactly how building the racetracks works. That's pretty neat with the filter. Even without the filter, though. The yellow looks less and less off-putting the darker it gets. Even though it's that bright sort of yellow. And of course, now that it's nighttime, now it looks very specific. But again, volcanoes are relatively far apart. The section's relatively deep, too. Look at this. Oh, I say relatively. Maybe not. Perhaps not. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this planet. Our exploration and analysis. Obviously, there are strong geological activity on this planet. Forces. There are forces that are... well... Ooh! I see you. There are forces that will shape this planet for a long time, but they're not that active. And the yellow, the bright yellow, I'm actually a pretty big fan of that. And now we just need a place to dock and leave. There we go. And look at that, way over there. It's just one of those things. And I like these animals too. Okay. Let's go ahead, let's get back to our ship, the Wanderlust. I'm trying to think if we should try to actually do a daily, you know, keep earning that Quicksilver. We were doing that for a bit. I think really though, I want to do the exploration of this system, and then so that's an ocean planet that's cold. Frost-bound planet versus a straight frozen planet. Let's do that. Completely frozen. Here we go. Entering the atmosphere now. Now that's a photo. I love it when you have atmosphere lines and celestial bodies and clouds and it's blue and icy and it just... something about that. That might be the thumbnail, actually. Alright, let's punch down. I'm not seeing any trees. This planet is indeed frozen. It is a rocky, icy sort of frozen. The terrain is not extremely varied. Sort of wind-swept, rocky tundra sort of hills. Alright, let's settle down here. The Wanderlust has carried us to... another system. I'm a fan of these. Or another first the first ice planet in this system. I'm all mixed up today. So I like these. Now, are they frequent enough to really characterize this planet? Maybe, actually. I see quite a few. They are going to have some illuminated element to them for when the sun sets. Oh yeah, large avian creatures. I might get a picture with one. And crystals. So there's some level of flora here. Some level. See, the vapor's like too much. Ooh, blizzard. Okay. That's fine. It happens. Snap. That's a pretty neat picture, but the default was nice too. Which was like, boom, storms rolling in. Okay, it's not a bad blizzard. It's only minus 94 degrees Celsius. Negative, that's all. That's all. We have another creature over here. Let's go take a look. Nothing really that jumps out as something I want to tame. Although I really do want to tame like a large carnivore. That's what we need to keep our eyes open for. What have we here? What might you be? Not really anything intimidating looking. Oh, hold on. We have another creature over this way. Okay, this one is peculiar. But it's not a predator. Might as well keep scanning creatures. Alright, I think we'll just get inside our ship for a moment. Alright, let's look at our options here. Oh, man. Well adapted to their home planet, they easily cope with sub-zero temperatures. Steadfast with a strong sense of place, they pick a roost and will not abandon their home unless facing certain death. They supplement their tuber-based diet with brightly colored flowers, the complex dye compounds providing a valuable micronutrient boost. They all look interesting. However, no. So we have these 2 planets. I think this one will be the icy cores, and then this one will do as high energy volcanoes. High energy volcano. That's too much. Volcanium. Volcanium. It's kind of like uranium. Volcanium. I don't know. It made me think radioactive because it was yellow, you know? I think that's how we tag that. Alright, we have what now? Another planet, another frost-bound planet, so we'll go to that one, and then we'll hit the spined planet. And then we'll have carved out this system. I spent a lot of time trying to get to Isentam, and we have quite a little network built up at Isentam. And it's tough now. I'm in a situation where I feel a little torn between the two because we did start at Euclid, and that is the one that everyone has access to in the beginning. But rest assured, I think the whole point is really to follow where you're drawn, where you're pulled to. And for now, here we are in Euclid. This is a very interesting sort of planet, right? This frost-bound planet has a lot of places that are freezing or frozen. Yeah, let's see what some of these icy island shelves look like. Okay, these are actually much larger islands than I thought. Oh, and they're very wooded. Oh my. Alright, well, let's go ahead and land. Yeah, right through the trees. I know what I commanded. Do it. Icy tempests. So we have a little bit of extreme weather here. Or at least that's what we're being alerted to. We have some very specific crystals here. What are we looking at? Oh, it's crystal diokite. No. A very specific sort of crystal, right? Oh, these are the mutant plants. No, I don't really want any of those. I see tempests, though. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what we got. Out in the ocean. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh. Try it again. There we are. Ooh. It's very thick and cloudy. Oh, it's almost like a slush more than a water, which you would expect, being how densely packed this ocean is with minerals, but also how cold it is. It's actually taking the engine quite a bit of effort to work through this. The crystals pretty much everywhere, as far down deep as you can go. And these crystals get more and more laden with minerals and ice. The ocean might actually be trending cold. Oh, what have we here? Hold on. Hold on, before we destroy the area. What? I see. What we have here are some incredibly cold crystal formations. And I think I think we should take ourselves back to land and try the next planet. Just because, like, this planet's, it's cold and it's got maybe some features we could check out over land. It's tough, you know, so I used to tell myself that we would give. And that's where we're going to wrap things up for this time. Until next time, take care.